Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to share two amazing lots that I recently picked up in person. But while we take a look at these lots, I'm also going to be talking about different topics. Like, for example, TCGplayer is trying to fire me. TCGplayer Direct program, so more specific. And also just things that have been happening. I want to give some insight on some questions that you guys have asked me. And the word of the day, maybe I should have this more often in my videos. The word of this video is trucha. It's a Spanish word. It translates to trout in English, but it doesn't mean just trout. The reason we use it in Spanish is more for like alert, awareness. A lot of you guys have asked me, how do I know what cards are playable? How do I know, or where to get lots, this and that? Fams, you have to be alert. You have to, I call it street smarts, reading between the lines type of deal. I'm not a player. I don't play the game, right? But I sell Pokemon cards. I watch people that play the game. I watch people like Tricky Jim, people that are experts in the field and recommending decks to other players. And also going back to my trucha, it's just about being alert, aware. If I see a trainer that's going for $3, $2, I know it's playable. It's in high demand. That's why it's that price for non-holo trainers, right? So a lot of these things, fams, and I've told you guys as well that I buy Pokemon lots on social media. I've told you guys on Facebook as well. And when I buy these lots, I am competing with other people. So the reason I tell you guys to be aware, smart, cunning, read between the lines, have street smart is because you need all of that in card flipping. Or at least the good flippers use all of that. I use that on a day-to-day basis. I buy Pokemon lots left and right. I show you guys here. By the way, I buy Pokemon lots like I'm getting paid to, because I am. So some of you guys are like worried that I'm just buying and buying. Fams, the reason I can buy, first of all, I never buy on leverage. I never buy on credit. Just all my personal money. I spend thousands and thousands of dollars because I make thousands and thousands of dollars. So for those of you fams that are worried about me, don't be. The reason I'm here sharing my experience, my knowledge, is because I've done this for a long time now successfully, and I'm trying to share some of that. And also, when I talk about my Discord, fams, another thing to read between the lines. The reason I can do something like Discord is because of YouTube. I have this audience. You guys are watching me right now, right? So instead of pushing out some random product, I decided to make my own marketplace, and it's something that I wanted to be bigger than myself, and it is. Let's say tomorrow I wake up, cross the street, a bus hits me, and I'm teleported to a new world. I watch too much anime. But anyways, if something like that happens, this Discord is already set up. There are people there. I brought people there from this video. There are sellers there besides myself. There are admins that will take the mantle if I can't. And a little bit about the admins. We have 4 admins right now. Wonderful, that you guys maybe see on my comments on my channel. She helps me. I mentioned her on my last video for sharing some info on some Japanese cards. She's a great buyer for me. Helps me out on a lot of different platforms, TCGplayer and now Discord. Another admin of mine is Savin Brass, the pit boss, the head duck of personnel. All of these fams I've known for years. I trust 100%. Savin Brass I sent when I had my big alt art collection, hundreds of alt arts, and I was traveling across the country. Another thing you guys don't know about me, I took my camper van, I did a road trip across the country. When I was doing that, I was sending the alt arts that I was buying to Savin. So at one point he had like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 worth of alt arts. He could have walked away. I trust all these films pretty much as I trust myself. Shout out to Super Violins ADS for creating the Discord, and the fam is like incapable of doing anything sketchy, anything sus. So I those are some of my admins, and anything happens to me, fam, Discord will continue. That's kind of the reason why I wanted to create this. Is something bigger than myself. Other sellers have made sales on there. You guys have got amazing deals. So we're almost around 200 members. Thank you guys so much for joining the Discord, from buying from the Discord. You guys that have joined, that have bought, are the reason the Discord is a thing. If you guys didn't do that, then I wouldn't be posting on there anymore, right? So this Discord is successful, and these deals are brought to you guys by you guys. So I really appreciate you guys. And I'm going to get into the lots now, but I'm also going to be talking about some other topics. But I really appreciate if you guys drop the like, subscribe if you haven't. Let's take a look at some of these lots. 6 minutes in. All right, guys. So I have two lots that I'm going to show you guys today. One is full of gold cards, secret rares, and another one is pretty much someone that was trying to get out of, or is getting out of the hobby. And they posted this as their complete collection. They just wanted to get rid of everything. And I met up with them yesterday after I created the video, just like I told you guys I was going to. But let's take a look at this gold card lot first. And this is a lot that I met with a seller just right now. I came from driving 2 hours south, and I got this after my job. So after I finished, I was already down south, and I didn't want to come back up north to just drive down south some more. So I just stayed down there for like an hour and a half or so, waiting for this seller to get off from their job. And I met up with them. They listed all of these gold cards. They had prices for all of them at $295 or so dollars for market price. But they were like, I'm willing to take 200 if you can meet locally, or 240 shipped. So I was like, I'm gonna get a better deal from this by meeting them locally, and it ended up being a great deal. A lot of these cards are really clean. There are some, like one or two, that are more beat up, but most of them are near mint to minty. Some of them are light played though. So it's awesome to see some of these older ones as well. I don't collect gold cards. I don't know if I'm going to grade any of these. When I look for grading cards, I look for like cards that I think could belong in someone's collection. I do know there are people that collect gold cards, but I feel like it's a little bit more rare, so I'll probably just list this in my Discord. If you guys don't know, I started this Discord, buying and selling Discord. That's kind of why you see a lot of these cards here on the edge. A lot of these cards are cards that I've picked up from lots recently. Now I'm processing whether I'm going to grade or add them to my Discord. So a lot of these cards that you're seeing here on my hand is going to make it to my Discord. So if you guys aren't joining the Discord, you guys are missing out. And I've also recently made an announcement that I want to sell a bunch of binders. Let me actually go ahead and grab those binders so I can show you guys. 1 sec. Okay, so I have 6 binders. Most of them are Volt X, very good brand of a binder, very highly recommended brand. And they all have zippers. They're moisture controlled. Most of them are side loaders. This one right here is a top loader binder. So you can tell because the openings are big enough for a top loader to fit in. So I have a variety of different binders. This one right here is actually almost claimed, so not this one, but I have all different colors: blue, orange, black, pink, and 2 top loader ones. And these ones here, obviously I'll take out the cards, but I buy collections all the time, and they throw in the binders for free. These binders are high-end, expensive binders. Like this one right here would be like around $30+ I'm going to be selling them for 50% off, probably $15 a binder. So dirt cheap, because really I don't have much use for them. I get them from collections. I want you guys to get good use out of them for your collections without having to break the bank to buy a new one, because you don't need to. I have them right here, fam. So that's a little bit about the binders. Okay, so we saw the gold card. Let's take a look at this lot here. I also want to talk about how TCGplayer Direct is trying to fire me. So we'll do that at the same time. Let me go ahead and put this back here so I can separate things. Okay, so this is a person that was trying to get out, or is getting out of the hobby. And I actually didn't ask him where they were going to go to, what hobby they were trying to go to, but maybe I should have. But when I first saw this, well, before I even saw this, they mentioned that they had a bunch of cards and a binder full, but they gave up pricing out the cards, and they just wanted to get rid of it, really. So when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, this is a perfect lot for me. Good thing I commented as well, because I was the first to comment. 2 minutes later, someone else commented, of course, wanting to snipe my deal. And the person that actually was that sold me this was actually, they reached out to me and they're like, hey, someone can meet up today, because I told them that I can meet up in the weekend because I work. And they're like, hey, someone can meet up today. Will you be upset if I sold it to them? I'm like, I didn't tell them, but inside I'd be like, yeah, I would be upset. But anyways, I didn't tell them that. I ended up meeting with them that same day, even though it was just, it was a time of the day that I usually have for resting. I only have like 2 or 3 hours out of the whole day for myself, besides making videos, working and all that. So I ended up going over there, and I am grateful that I did, because besides the graded cards, they added 69 of these cards as priced out cards. But I'm going to show you guys what it's all in there. But they also included this binder with it, and this binder, as you guys can see, does contain V Maxes, V's, as you guys can see here, V Star. So this binder does have some value. I would put this binder, and obviously reverses as well. They were trying to complete Silver Tempest Master Set. And look at this, some hits from Silver Tempest right here. Trainer galleries, I like to see that. I don't think I've seen that, Altaria. And just this binder has just a mix of a bunch of different things, celebrations. Look at this, fam. Charizard has value, so I'm actually bumping this up even more because of the Zards. Maybe like this would be a $30, $40 binder. So this is something that they didn't want to price out. I would have probably just priced out the high-end cards, to be honest, but they didn't want to price this out, so they're just throwing this in it. And they also gave me a lot of bulk, so let's see if I have time to show you guys that as well. But this was the main lot that they priced out. They priced out 69 cards from this lot. I've counted the cards that are in the top loader. There are more than 90 cards, more than 90 hits that they only priced out 69 of them. Look at the type of hits that are in the top loaders. So very, very good hits. Type of hits. I estimate, after everything said and done, all of this value. And look, there's cards that are not even in top loaders that also have value. Let me just put this on the side. And there's also one slab. So all of these little cards definitely were included here. I just counted 95 of the top loader ones. So then we still have these awesome hits. I'm thinking that I've bought this lot. Well, first of all, I bought this lot for, I'm spacing out now. $250. Yep, $250. I'm thinking that I paid 70% off. So I only paid 30% of the value of this lot. I got it for 70% off, which is insane to me. That I know people are just trying to get out of the hobby. Look at all this, fam. These shiny rare cards have value as well. So I know they were trying to get out of the hobby, but it's very interesting to me, perspective of people that have Pokemon cards. Let me go ahead and switch it to my face view. One sec. So like I was saying, it's interesting to me how just by experience and knowledge, you can save or make money out of these cards instead of losing money. So every seller pretty much that saw this lot, commented, DM me, message me, I need this lot. They knew how crazy good this lot was, right? I was the first to comment. I was definitely not going to pass it up, so I got it. But if, in my perspective, right, I buy, sell Pokemon cards. When I'm willing to buy these lots and spend thousands of dollars daily, because I know how liquid it is. I know that I can sell these cards instantly if I wanted to. Obviously, I wouldn't do that because it would be too low of priced out if they were selling instantly. I usually over market price on TCGplayer. On my Discord, I give you guys a deal of 15% off. The reason I can do that is actually I make more money through my Discord than TCGplayer, because when it's all said and done, TCGplayer actually takes a quarter out of my card value, not taxes, not anything else. Card value that I'm selling on their platform, they're taking 25%. This is a mixture of TCGplayer Direct, which they're sending out cards for me, shipping it out, dealing with customers and all that. And this includes when I ship cards. At the end of the day, if I sell $4,000 worth of Pokemon cards, I'm going to be paid to my account, right? 75% of that. So when I then switched up to my Discord and just started to price higher end cards, so there's no a lot of work that needs to be done with, like I was doing before with bulk, which is why I was able to pay, or willing to pay, TCGplayer Direct those fees, because they're dealing with customers. If they need something or they need a refund, obviously they're sending out orders. But this new business model that I have, I'm giving you guys 15% off on the cards, right? So you guys are getting a deal. You guys are not paying for shipping. You guys are not paying for taxes. So you're getting even more, probably like 25 to 30% off, I estimate. But then I make 18% off, right? So instead of making 75% through TCGplayer, 18% less would be 82%, right? So instead of 75, I'm now making 82% because I'm giving you guys that 15% fee, and I'm also paying PayPal 3.5%. Now, there are sometimes shipping and stuff that's included, but most of the times I'm able to buy these cards super cheap that I can still do all of that. So that's the purpose of the Discord as well. I can pass these savings on to you guys. So it's just interesting perspective to me how, if you're a seller, this is like gold. This is liquid gold. I have no doubt that I can sell this because I've done it before. I list hundreds of cards, and if they're all listed at the right price, they will all sell. Higher end cards sell, all of them. So that's a little bit of my perspective. I know people think about Pokemon cards like I think about Japanese cards. They're going to take a long time to sell. They might never sell. So if someone comes and has a great deal for me, I'm just willing to let it go, right? So that's kind of why I'm able to get these amazing deals. I have money at the right time pretty much, and I have the knowledge. I know what I can get out of these cards. All right, going back to the lot. Now, this lot also came with a graded slab PSA 10. This one's probably like around 50 or so dollars market value or more. So that's definitely going to help as well. I needed some slabs for my Discord. That is awesome to see. So yeah, fams, a lot of these cards, top loaders, like I was saying, more than 90 cards. The ones that are weren't even top loaders, I didn't even count those. So even more. They only priced out 69 cards. They gave up after that. I definitely got, this is probably has to be the most profitable lot that I got, even though I recently said that. But then this lot happens. What? And there's this deck box. Okay, I haven't even looked at this. So I peeked through it, right? I counted the cards because they told me they didn't price all of them out. So I was curious because the pricing sheet that they sent me had 69 cards at the top with the total. But I just counted them quickly, and I noticed that there were over 90 cards that were in top loaders. All of these cards that you're seeing now, I didn't even know about. So now we're looking at 70 or so more cards that are in EXs, Vs do have a little bit less value, but I used to at one point sell all of these Vs and EXs for $1 to 80 cents. So you can say one, two, not the radiant, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So we have 10 there, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So maybe my 70% discount that I thought, it might be more like 80% discount with all of this value, fams. It's insane. And then don't forget about the binder. I also have the binder as well. So this has to be, this lot right here that you guys are seeing has to be the most profitable lot I have ever got by far. No one's ever sold me their collection for 70%, 80% off market price. So I was extremely lucky to find this. I was fighting with a lot of sellers. And if you guys are curious as to how it works buying big lots like this, I'm going to give you guys a quick exercise. And this is just for your personal gauge your personal self. You don't have to worry about it. If you want to cheat on this, you can, but this is just for you to gauge your own personal ability. I bought a lot today. I'm going to post some pictures here. I reached out to them. I was the first one to reach out, so I get priority. But this seller did not have TCG prices. Usually when I buy lots, the seller has all the cards priced out because they're trying to get the most out of the lot, right? But this one didn't. I even asked them if they had it, and they're like, no. But they said, I think this is a low ball offer. So that's what got me intrigued. And it is $380, so it is not a low amount. But being that they thought it was a low ball offer, being that I saw some higher end cards, I took a risk. I did try to get this lower. They wanted to get 400 initially. I was able to get it 380 at the very end of everything, but I was trying to be around 320 because it was a big risk for me. I didn't know. But this is what the seller said. You have you have one decision to make. You either take this for 380 or I'll go to the next guy that wants to offer me 75% off market price. And I could have offered that, or they were saying 70%. I could have offered 75% market price. But I didn't do that because I saw this lot and I was like, you know what? Based on my experience, based on educated guess, I know that there is way more value in this lot than 380. So I ended up giving them what they were asking for, 380, and then I priced out the lot. So the picture that you guys are seeing now, I want you guys to think about if this was you in this situation, would you buy this lot? You don't have any time to price it out or think about it. Would you buy this lot for $380 right then and there? If you take more than 5 minutes, someone else will buy it. I want to know what you would do. And I ended up buying it. Of course, I priced it out. And if you thought that you should buy it, then you would be a good seller because this lot that I priced out, I got for 54% off. And I only priced the top hits. There were about 30 or so shinies that I didn't price out, about 80 or so Vs that I didn't price out. So I'm probably looking at, I got this lot for 40% off. 60% off, so 40% market value. So lots like this have been, like I was saying, I've been picking up really great lots, insane lots for me. And this is really good for you guys as well, because if you guys are in my Discord, I'm going to be passing all this as savings, like I just mentioned, 15% off. And for TCGplayer Direct, I kind of didn't talk about this the whole video, so I'm going to do it now. They've switched up their requirements. TCGplayer Direct, you can sell through TCGplayer, and then once you have a certain amount that you've sold that they think that you should send cards back to them, they'll reach out to you and be like, hey, we need those cards back. That's called the reimbursement invoice. They recently changed it so you have to be 98% accurate in your reimbursement invoice. And honestly, um, I'm probably going to be fired for this reason one day or another, because there are some days that I'm like, when did I list this? Oh, this sold? I don't even have that. And I just sent back 90 cards. I was missing one. Well, actually, I had that card, but it was a sealed promo, and I wasn't going to take it out to send it back to TCGplayer. I don't care about it that much. If you asked me before, I would have been freaking out. I would have done everything to make sure I'm not kicked out of TCGplayer Direct. But like I just told you guys, I have this Discord that is bigger than myself. I'm making more money out of it. So if TCGplayer Direct wants to fire me, they have created their biggest competition ever, because I will push this Discord as far as I can. So that's a little bit about what's happening with TCGplayer Direct. It's an awesome program, but I'm trying to do something different for myself. So I don't really care if they boot me off, but it has been a good run. That's all I can say about it. All right, fams, that is it. I appreciate you guys staying tuned with my channel, my videos. Press a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later.